He's 45, gray in the beard, and the commentator is practically laughing. Then, boom, one right hand detonates on Michael Moorer's chin. The champion faceplants. The arena erupts. And you're wondering, wait, didn't this guy sell grills 5 minutes ago? Stick around, because the story of how George Foreman turned middle age into a loaded weapon is wilder than any highlight reel. When George climbed back into the ring in 1987, every headline roasted him. Old, fat, irrelevant. He was 38, weighed north of 270 pounds, and jiggled more than he bobbed. Promoters booked him as a novelty act, good for ticket sales, bad for survival. But here's the twist. George needed the money, sure, but what he wanted was validation. He'd spent 10 years preaching on street corners, telling at-risk kids they could rewrite their stories. Now he intended to prove it with his own fists. So he hired a tiny team, kept the preacher's smile, and quietly studied how to fight in slow motion. Young heavyweights cracked up until they felt that jab. It wasn't fast, but it moved concrete blocks. Slowly, round by round, George chipped away at the joke until the laughter stopped. Most fighters rely on speed and string together four-punch combos. George couldn't. Father Time stole his stamina. So he stole something back: patience. He turned each round into a chess clock, letting opponents punch themselves sober. Whenever a younger foe bounced around, George simply muttered, "Go ahead, spend it." He knew the tank drained faster on the other side. Meanwhile, that single right hand stayed cocked like a bear trap hidden under leaves. Every minute he aged in the ring, the trap grew teeth. He wasn't just older, he was strategically fossilized, hard, patient, unhurried. That mindset weaponized every birthday people used against him. November 5th, 1994. Michael Moorer, unbeaten, left-handed, 26 years old. Everything George wasn't. Through 9 rounds, Moorer peppers him, bankrolls points, maybe thinks payday. George's corner begs for urgency. He answers, "Still cooking." Then 10th round, 46 seconds in, Moorer leans left. Exactly the mistake George waited 46 years to see. The right hand launches. Time freezes. The champ lands flat on his back, eyes glassy. Referee counts 10. History flips. 45-year-old dad becomes heavyweight champion again, oldest ever. The crowd doesn't cheer. It gasps, like gravity just got rewritten. If stories like this fire you up, age-defying comebacks, hidden strategy, proof that mindset beats youth, slam that subscribe button. More underdog sagas drop every week, and you won't want the algorithm to keep them from you. George didn't just win a belt. He nuked the idea that life after 40 is downhill. He funded a youth center that still keeps kids off Houston streets. He sold a grill that financed college tuitions. And every late-night comic who mocked his belly had to admit the joke was on them. In interviews, he shrugs. Age got nothing on belief. That line echoes way beyond boxing gyms. Office workers run marathons at 50 because George swung a right hand. Parents sign up for night school because the champ said, "It ain't over." His victory became a permission slip for anyone counting themselves out. So how did a 45-year-old dad become the most dangerous man on the planet? He accepted being slow, married patience to power, and waited one punch longer than the other guy. George Foreman's comeback isn't nostalgia, it's a blueprint. Next time life says you're too old, too late, too soft, remember the night Moorer hit the canvas. Remember that the clock can be your ally if you let it tick. Then ask yourself, what's my version of that right hand? And am I patient enough to land it? If this story fired you up, drop a comment below. What would you attempt if age didn't matter? And hey, subscribe for more proof that the best rounds of life might still be ahead.